What's Larry up to? Larry's not feeling his best, and he's going to be doing a video and he'll explain all that.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnivore Quest. Larry here. Over the course of our 4 years here on YouTube, I've definitely made a few videos that were really tough to sit down and record. Like the one where we got that false positive on Cassie's blood work and we really thought her cancer might have come back. That was a tough one. When I sat down and told y'all about my sister and my mom's murder, that was another tough one. Another type of video that's really hard to sit down and do is when we've messed up, to sit down and report it to you guys. And the video that sticks out in my mind the most is when Cassie and I gained 120 pounds. I had gained 80 pounds, she gained 40, and we disappeared off YouTube for about 6 weeks. This is when our channel was much smaller. Sitting down and recording that video wasn't easy at all. But the thing was, we had already been back on the carnivore diet like 9 or 10 days. We've never, gained weight like that. And then on day one, sat down and made a video. And the reason is because you're just so depressed. You just feel horrible. And the last thing you want to do is sit down and get in front of the camera. Well, it's been 9 or 10 days since my last video, and I told you guys then I was struggling. And I really hope you guys stick around to the end of the video. It really helps the video to get pushed out to new people, and it'd be really cool. I don't ask often. Actually, I never ask in the beginning of a video. If you guys could hit the like button, it'd be cool to get 1,000 likes on this video, get it pushed out to people who are in the same boat as me right now. And I know there are a lot of you out there. The last video I put out, there were some pretty brutal comments, which got me even a little more bummed out. I normally don't focus on the negative comments, but there were, 20 times as many, wonderful comments from you guys and, lifting me up. But in those comments, a lot of people are struggling too. Anyway, I got a bunch of stuff to go over today, and I got some notes, took on my phone. Be sitting here speaking to you from the heart, but I didn't want to forget anything, and I got a lot of stuff to cover. So today is definitely a tough one. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not real comfortable being here on camera. Kind of bummed out. Cassie did that live stream 2 days ago, and we were supposed to do it together, and I just was feeling horrible. That shame, just a real depression. And if you guys have, eaten a clean carnivore diet, lost weight, gotten healthy, and then you've fallen off, you know what I'm talking about. So I told her I didn't want to do that live. She was disappointed, but she also understood. She knew in my time I'd get on here and talk to you guys. Even today, when I was out working, I had a Starbucks latte, which I'm supposed to be giving those up. So I want to let you know what's happened since my last video. We had a bunch of family come in town. I'll let you guys know about that. Cassie had our daughter's baby shower. Me, on the other hand, I got together with the guys for a poker game while the baby shower was going on. And, they ordered pizza. They had a bunch of junk food. I planned on eating a huge meal before I went over for the poker game, but I ended up not doing that. I ended up going to the store and picking up stuff to make keto burritos. Basically, it was seasoned beef, some sharp cheddar cheese shredded, and then those keto tortillas. I made 3 of them, wrapped them up in foil, took them over to my brother-in-law's, put them in the fridge. And when everybody had their pizza and stuff, everybody was eating, I heated those up in the microwave, and they were good. I also used a little hot sauce on them. When I'm eating a clean carnivore diet, I stay away from stuff like those, keto tortillas. They're not good for you. We all know that. Yeah, we had a great time with family. They left, and then, I was back to work, door dashing. And 2 or 3 videos ago, I told you guys while I was out door dashing, I was really tempted by McDonald's new chicken Big Mac. You see a new item, it's like, ooh, I wonder what that tastes like. And I also mentioned the McRib. Every time the McRib comes out, it's a huge temptation for me. Well, the McRib came out last week, and while I was working, I grabbed a couple of them. I'd do bad for one day, and then I'd eat carnivore for a day or two, and then slip up again, and it's like you can't get your footing. I checked my blood pressure yesterday. It wasn't good. I also got on the scale. I didn't want to, but I did, and Yeah, I even gained more weight. So I want to go over that with you guys here in a few minutes. Little Larry happened to walk into the kitchen while I was checking my blood pressure, and he saw it, and he was pretty worried. You know, me and him are pretty tight, and he gave me a hug, and he's like, "Come on, Dad, it's time." You know, he knows how good I feel eating a clean carnivore diet. He's seen how good I look. You just look healthier, you know, and me and him were at the store the other day. I just had no energy walking around. You know, I feel like I'm really sliding down a hill now. I definitely got to do something about it. Now I want to go over what my body has been going through. Everything hurts. You know, I'm back when I was out driving earlier today, just turning my head to look for traffic. Everything is killing me. Funny story real quick. When me and the guys were playing poker, first hour I was just getting hot hand after hot hand. And my father-in-law, Cassie's dad, had second best hand every time. When Cassie got back from the baby shower, she said, "Oh, how you guys doing?" And, you know, Papa has said, "Well, Larry's got me in the torture chamber." Well, just the other night, we were getting in bed and, you know, everything hurting. Cassie goes, "Are you all right?" And I said, "I'm in the torture chamber." You know, it's what it feels like. You know, I even to scratch my back, the middle of my back, my shoulders up here, everything's stiff. It feels like I'm full of air, which we know that's just inflammation. And I know from experience, 30 days, all this will be gone as far as all the pain and everything. So my mobility right now is just in the toilet. Another thing going on right now, you know, it's not even carnivore day 1 yet, is I am barely urinating. My body is holding on to all the water, you know, eating the sugar and the carbohydrates. And my urine is a dark, unhealthy yellow. But I know in 3 or 4 days, all that inflammation is going to start spilling out. And that's why I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Element. Element electrolytes come in these convenient single-serving packets. Each one contains 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Everything your body needs to stay hydrated and feeling great on the carnivore diet. Over the course of the next 30 days, I will be using 2 packets a day of Element's raw unflavored. Getting back into ketosis? I know the keto flu is coming. And Element will keep those brutal headaches and leg cramps away as I transition back to burning fat instead of carbs and sugar. As always, Element's offering our viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 free single serving packets with any Element order. This is a great way to try 8 of Element's amazing flavors before your next order. You can have Elements and the free sample pack delivered right to your home using our link below at drinkelement.com/Carnivore Quest. Using our link is the perfect way for you guys to get the quality electrolytes you need and support our channel at the same time. So head on down to drinkelement.com/Carnivore Quest and get yours today. And Elements customer service rocks. For any reason you're not 100% satisfied, keep the product and receive a full refund. Thanks, Element, for sponsoring today's video. The first part of my plan in the short term is I am quitting door dashing, and that's what the thumbnail and title are all about. So many of you have suggested to me before, you know, maybe you shouldn't be delivering food while you're struggling. And you know, when I had that year and a half of solid carnivore, got down to my lowest weight, it didn't bother me at all to deliver food. I wasn't craving that food. You know, I kind of looked at it at what it is poison. But just this last week, you know, I've indulged in those McRibs. And man, I've sat in the car and just fought with myself. You know, it was mental gymnastics. And I told Cassie, I think it's time. I'm going to give DoorDash a break. So definitely the rest of December and probably January, maybe even February, I'm going to stop DoorDashing. Now, you guys know I do DoorDash, plus I do YouTube, and that's, you know, those are my jobs. But thankfully, about 5 years ago, Cassie and I invested in the cryptocurrency market. And recently, in the last month, there's been quite a big pump in the whole market. Bitcoin, I think today is like at $106,000 per coin. But our portfolio went up quite a bit. So I'm going to sell a little bit of that to supplement my DoorDash income. And I'll be able to focus on YouTube full-time, you know, over the course of the next month and a half, 2 months, which will be cool. You know, I'll be able to put out more content, which I plan to do, because I will be documenting, like old school Carnivore Quest, almost daily, showing you what I'm eating, what my body's going through. If you take a look right here, this is Cassie and I on like day 7 of the carnivore diet. I was at 245 pounds in this footage, and here is day 91, just under 3 months before each video is shot. And what a difference, right? I told Cassie that I plan to do daily vlogging again, and she's thrilled. She's really happy I'm giving up the DoorDash. You guys know she had to get out of the food and beverage industry for the same reason. She got into retail. So many of you have given me that advice, and I was kind of being stubborn about it because, I enjoy the flexibility of DoorDashing, along with content creating here on YouTube. But, if I don't go back to it in a few months, I could always deliver for Amazon. That you can do Amazon delivery, like bundles where you can do it out of your car. So, that might be something I look into, but I am done with DoorDash. I quit. Today was my last day. And it's kind of a huge relief, because when you are slipping and sliding and you can't get your footing, you're driving somewhere with 3 pizzas next to you that smell amazing, or, seeing all the advertisements in every restaurant you go to pick up food, it is definitely a challenge. But, this will be like my vacation. Cassie's gone to Florida. She's gone to Colorado a few times. She's gone up north. And, because little Larry, he was working, and I was basically his chauffeur. And for other reasons, the dogs and everything. But I haven't had a vacation in almost 3 years. So this will be kind of like my vacation, just not having to go out and, deliver food. I'm looking forward to it. And I get to spend more time with you guys, which is really cool. Before I get to what version of the carnivore diet I'll be eating over the next 30 days, I want to talk about my clothes real quick. I have 2 shirts that I can currently wear in my wardrobe. One of them is this PlayStation shirt. I've had this shirt probably for 15 years. It was a gift from my kids, I believe for a Father's Day. And this thing's huge. I also have another shirt I've had for years. It's a Star Wars shirt. I believe that was another gift. But all the rest of my big boy clothes, we've donated to the Goodwill. And I pretty much have a whole new wardrobe, but I can't fit into it right now, guys. Literally, almost everything I own. I even wanted to buy a new coat this winter. I threw away my jacket last year, a jacket I had also for about 15 years. My daughter Ashley had gotten me when we lived in Chicago, and it was just old and tattered. And I planned on getting a nice new black pea coat this year, but now I can't. So all I have is my Carnivore Quest hoodie. That fits me, along with these 2 t-shirts. So since I plan on doing a daily vlog showing everything I'm eating and giving you my progress every day, keeping me accountable and you guys accountable, those of you getting back on track with me, I'm going to have to go to Walmart and pick up maybe 3 or 4, 3X t-shirts, just for the next month or 2. I'll alternate them, keep them washed. But, I'm not going to get rid of my wardrobe I have now, because I know if I stick to a clean carnivore diet, get back on track, get the cravings gone, I know I'll be fitting back into all those clothes really soon. But it's been pretty frustrating. And I have no jeans or slacks right now that fit me. So I've been wearing sweats, which is kind of a badge of shame, when you're real heavy, that's what you're wearing, elastic waistband. So I'm looking forward to changing all that for sure. After the release of my last video where I talked about Bill sending me that email, I probably got like 35 emails from you guys at carnivore.quest@gmail.com, and I haven't answered any of them. I hope you guys understand. I will get to them probably this week. I'll answer them all. I do want to thank you for the emails. I read a few of them. A lot of them were just encouragement, but I usually don't like to answer an email with, just 1 or 2 lines, like in our comment section of our YouTube videos. You take the time to send an email, and I like to reply, appropriately. So thank you for the encouragement for those of you who sent them over. That last video, like I said earlier, had a lot of brutal comments on it. Yeah, more than I've gotten in a while. And it made me think of Amanda from Carnivorous Me. You know, I know she was getting hammered with a lot of negativity. And I remember at the time when that happened, I was feeling great. Cassie and I tried to encourage her. You know, she hasn't been on YouTube now in like 6 or 7 months. The word is she's going to come back after the first of the year. But, you know, that last video when I got those brutal comments, you know, when you're not doing well and that depression hits, and then you get a barrage of those comments, it affects you quite differently, you know. And those comments on that last video, even though, you know, the really mean ones, I just blocked them and I wasn't going to, you know, give them any attention. It still bothered me, you know. So I really feel for Amanda. You know, she's obviously, if you know Amanda, seems really sensitive and sweet. It kind of gave me a little more perspective on, you know, how they were really affecting her, so much so that she had to leave YouTube, you know. So I hope she comes back. Like I said earlier, though, there were way more comments that were encouraging, and those are the ones I focused on. You know, now when I get a negative comment, you know, usually just block that person from the channel. You know, not if somebody disagrees with me or gives me advice I don't like, you won't be blocked. But when you're just flat out mean and cruel for no reason, you're gone. You know, I'll even take them off if it's, you know, directed toward Cassie. I'll even take them off before she sees them. And now let's talk about my current weight, which I don't want to talk about, but total transparency. You know, started our holiday weight loss challenge. I have it written down. I think it was 295 pounds. I got on the scale today and I'm 309 pounds. So I'm not going to get any higher than that. That is it. You know, my heaviest is 354 pounds. Yeah, I might have been a little heavier than that, but maybe 360 at one time. But I know for sure it was 354. And I'm not going back to that. My blood pressure, I told you I checked it yesterday. It was 130/89. So, you know, pretty elevated there. And before I ever started the carnivore diet, you know, I was on blood pressure medicine. I was on lisinopril, and you know, carnivore diet took care of it. So I will be checking my blood pressure probably every 2 or 3 days. See how long it takes to normalize again. Because when I'm eating a clean carnivore diet, it's bam right there at 120/80. My hands are going numb, especially my left hand. You know, Cassie deals with this quite a bit when she's not doing well, but it's been a long time since she's had to, you know, suffer from it. But yeah, my left hand it's a little numb right now, as a matter of fact. But lay down at night, it's numb. And for those of you who have watched the channel a long time, I mean, you know, I got to the point where I couldn't even play guitar. I haven't tried to play guitar in months. I don't even think I could right now. So yeah, overall, just pure misery. You know, it's brutal. As far as my diet goes, I was going to do the BBBE challenge, but I've decided I'm just going to do a clean carnivore diet like when I first started my run after Cassie and I gained all that weight. I'm just going to basically stick with beef. That'll probably be the majority, and eggs and bacon, and then I'm going to throw in a little chicken here and there. You know, I really enjoy chicken thighs in the air fryer. So, but I'll probably have that like once a week, maybe even Cassie's chicken soup. But if you guys saw Cassie's live stream, you know that she's been struggling just the last 3 or 4 days at work. Actually, since the baby shower. But she had, like, I think she said she had a little fudge at work. You know, people bringing in Christmas treats. And so we're going to clean out our refrigerator. I've been wanting to so badly, and she finally agreed to it because she just shot her last recipe video for the Christmas season. So we will be cleaning out our refrigerator, and hopefully that'll get her back on track with me. But, you know, she's still doing amazing. She's probably down still 90 pounds, you know. But for our holiday weight loss challenge, you know, we still have half the month to go. You know, I want to be under that 300 pounds. And now that I won't be door dashing, I will be doing more members live streams. And, I've said that before and then haven't followed through. I will be doing them, guys. I really enjoy those. I bring our members on screen with me. I send you guys the link and it's a lot of fun. If you guys want to become a member, you can become a member of the channel for like $2.99. That's the ground beef level. And I think the ribeye is like $6.99, $7.99, something like that. There's really no difference in the perks because I didn't want to just offer the members' lives to ribeye level. I want everybody to enjoy those because they're really cool when, we all hang out, on screen together. And since now that I won't be door dashing, I will be doing many more of those. And you can hold me to that. So, and, just going to be putting out more content all around. I really appreciate your guys' patience with me and your grace. And if you're in the same situation I am right now, and I know a lot of you are, we can do this. I just ask that you, follow me every day, check out my vlogs. By you guys keeping me on track, I can keep you on track too. And for those of you doing awesome, please watch and root us on. That's always nice. But this will be a nice way for me to document, starting the carnivore diet, and then the end result. We kind of did that in the beginning, but I really had no direction on the videos I was going to do. Now I'm just going to document everything I'm eating and everything I'm going through a little more diligently this time. I feel better just recording this video. Cassie did her live stream and so many of you were asking, where's Larry? How's he doing? I love you guys. Sometimes I feel like, don't deserve all the grace you guys throw my way, but when I'm feeling better, I always root for you and I'll always encourage you guys right along with Cassie. So I really appreciate you stopping by today, gang. And starting tomorrow will be the greatest carnivore diet comeback in history. Carnivore Diet Day 1. So check it out and we'll see you then. Remember, no sugar, no carbs, and no cheating. Later.